let's say you want to write a letter or an email to somebody. You bought a new car and you're all excited and you want to share the news. So you decide that you're going to write an email to your best friend, and then you're going to also tell your mom about it. You will, without thinking about it, without hesitating, without staring at the screen for 15 minutes, automatically, every time, target that message to the target audience member. We do it all day long. When you talk to your child, you give different details and information than when you talk to your boss, or when you talk to your husband, or when you talk to coworkers. Your tone of voice changes, the information you include in the message changes, the details you include or exclude changes without even thinking about it. We're going to learn to do that with copywriting today. We're going to adjust the information so that it fits the target customer. So your best friend, girlfriend, guy friend, whatever, you're going to write an email and tell them about your brand new car because it's all exciting. You got it, it's red, you always wanted red. It's a convertible. Yeah, you kind of had to dip into the college fund for the kids, but you'll put that back later. It's no big deal. just a little bit for the down payment. It goes from 0 to 60 in 3/4 of a second. It's got the most jamming stereo that you have ever heard in your life, and when you pulled up at the stop sign the other day, there was this really cute guy over here winking at you. So you're excited. But when you send an email to mom, how interested do you think mom's going to be that some cute guy was winking at her daughter at the stoplight when she's married with kids at home? Mom isn't going to be too impressed that you dipped into the kids' college fund to pay for a brand new sports car that you've always wanted. What does mom want to know? She wants to know that you got a good deal, that you bought the extended warranty. Mom wants to know that it got a high consumer rating and that it's a safe car. She wants to know that you can affordably pay for this car so that you don't dip into the kids' college fund. Same core message. I got a new car. Completely different information depending on which target audience you're writing to. It's exactly the same when you write copy. You have to know your target audience. How can we do this automatically every day? Because we work with our boss. We work with our coworkers. We live with our spouse. We live with our children. We know them and how they react and what language they respond to. This is the same type of relationship you're going to have to get with your target customers if you really want to punch it when you write copy. How do you do that? You ask a lot of questions. How do you get to know anybody? I mean, when you've been in here, out in the bar or in the restaurant or wherever, and you don't know most of these people when you come to NAMS. I mean, you see some familiar faces from before, but you're sitting around and you ask questions. That's how you get to know people. It's the same with your target audience. These are just a very few basic questions you can start with. There are tons more that you can ask. The point is, you don't guess. You do the research and you find out. But where do you start? I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can find out more about your target audience. There's way more than 3, but these will get you started. I'm not going to read all this to you. We're not in the 3rd grade, so you can read all that yourself. Those are tips on how to do a survey. You simply ask your target audience, what do you want? What do you need? What are your problems related to XYZ that you're selling? I personally like SurveyMonkey.com. There's at least a dozen different types of online survey software. You can probably just Google online survey software and you'll find bunches. Most of them have a free feature that you can use. I think with SurveyMonkey you can have 10 questions and I think they will let you send up to 100 people to your survey if you do their free feature. So it's a good way to get started. But check around and see which one you think you might want to use. But that's an excellent way. You just put up a little starburst or a link on your home page or some other page and say, hey, got 5 minutes, want to register to win a $50 Amazon gift card? Answer 10 questions, you know, and you funnel people over to your survey. You can read. Trade magazines and newspapers are exceptionally good because they are specific to your target audience. You're going to look for letters to the editor for a very important reason, because most of the time when people write letters to the editor, they have a particular concern on their mind. Sometimes you'll get people in a rant, and I love when you get people in a rant. Because what happens when people get all ticked off? I don't know why somebody is incapable of creating a blah, 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 and it just makes no sense to me that nobody has the mindset to be able to fix the problem with this XYZ. And surely somebody in the universe would be able to da-da-da-da-da, and what have you got? You've got marketing intelligence. Did you know that my product does blah, blah, blah? Did you know that you can get XYZ for half the price that they're charging you for XYZ? Did you know that, yes, we have the sense enough to provide you with blah, blah, blah over here? All of that can go in your copy. All of it. So it's great marketing intelligence. Same thing with forums. There's a forum out there for everything in the world. You don't even have to register. You don't have to post. All you have to do is lurk and read and look for people in a really bad mood to give you great marketing intelligence.